Welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today I'm going to talk about the cruise we just went on. We had gotten a really good deal on a Princess cruise over a year ago, so I booked it without a question because we wanted to go back to Roatan, which is an island off on Honduras. But we did a Princess Regal, which is a smaller or mid-sized ship. We went to Cozumel, Costa and Roatan. In Cozumel, we did an excursion where we swam with dolphins. Costa was a ruins, and then Roatan was a snorkel. So if you have never been on a cruise and you're looking to do a cruise, I would do some research. What the ships, I think, have changed massively. There are gigantic ships with all kinds of crazy things to do, different stops. So I would do some research. What is it you want out of your cruise ship? Are there certain amenities you want? What are you looking for stop-wise? So I didn't investigate the other stops very much because we knew we wanted to go on Roatan. And because we had done a cruise when Cora was 3. That was Cozumel, Belize, and Roatan. Honestly, I would not book this one again just because of Costa Maya. It's very lacking. It's a man-made port that was made in 2001. The ruins were pretty cool, but otherwise it just seemed like they were trying to make fetch happen and it wasn't happening. So I think there are better stops. So I would do some research. Also research weather. So I didn't even think to check on whether this was the rainy season for those places, and maybe we just happened to have storms and it's not normal. But it was fairly rainy, so I don't know if I would go there again. Also make sure the port that you leave from is close to the airport. I just assumed this would be the case. On our past cruises, that has always been the case. But I would not go out of Galveston again. Galveston, Texas was a 90-minute bus ride from the airport. So I would just do your research. Make sure you know what you're getting into, you know what your expectations are, see what's included, what's not included. Also, if it's your first cruise, pay attention to the to-do list. And everything's web-based, and at least with Princess, there's different layers. There's like almost like a checklist that you have to do, like upload your passport, do all these different things. And so it'll make your beginning of your vacation smoother if you do the to-do list, the to-know list, really get to know what the things are. One thing I had forgotten to almost the very end, I needed to print luggage tags, and you staple them on yourself. So just kind of getting used to what are the needs to know, what are the to-dos. This time around, we also had lines, which was not our experience in the past when we went to Alaska, but the kids club only had 40 spots and there were 600 kids. Now, they had 3 different kids camps, so maybe 120 total. But we got turned away the first day. And so then we had to make a point of getting there like 15 minutes early to get in line, make sure we got a spot. There were lines for the pizza, lines for the ice cream. I kind of wonder if these big, gigantic ships have more lines or less lines. So I'm not used to that. That was something different. Also, knowing what to pack. Check the weather. Check the cruise's itinerary. Is it a formal night? Is there not a formal night? Alaska had no formal nights. This one had a formal night. We did not go out and buy dresses for that, so we did not attend that. But even walking around the ship that night, we felt out of place. But you definitely need a few nice dresses. Most people dress nice for the dinners. And then speaking of food, because that ties in with the dinners, the food was better than Alaska. I did not like the food on our Alaska cruise. It was a smaller buffet. It was way more, I don't know, interesting foods. This had a bigger buffet. The food was way better. The dining room is still my preference to eat. It's just kind of a nice, they serve you appetizer, a main dish, and a dessert. And it takes a long time. It's like a 90-minute or more process. So this time we brought things for my daughter to doodle on, cards to play, because it's a long, drawn-out kind of thing. And also, be prepared for the dishes, even if they're an American dish, to have an ethnic flair. Most of the workers on cruise ships are from other countries. And so, like, my husband ordered a chili dog, and it was not what I had pictured at all. He loved it. It was fine for him. But like, if you're a super picky eater, like the Costa Maya stuff, I do not recommend it. But otherwise, we had a really good time. Like a plain Jane American. We really enjoyed our trip. And I think as a family, we really
I'm just looking
find
through my
the cruise
notes.
ships
But
to
we
be
really had a good
relaxing,
time.
et cetera.
We always book
So
excursions.
anyway, I
through
hope
the
you guys had a
cruise
great
ship, just
Christmas.
because
I hope
hope
your kind of
New
year
Year's
is off
not
to a
to
good
leave
start.
you.
And, research, they're,
I will see
I
you
think
in the
more
next video.
predictable. But I'm sure lots of people do excursions that aren't with a cruise ship, and it's just fine. But we had a really good time. Like I said, we did not like